What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Really exciting announcement today. Pokemon TCG Pocket getting a new expansion just 1 week from today. It's going to be called Extradimensional Crisis. They have released a trailer for it. I have not watched this yet, so we're going to watch it together, and then we'll break down any of the card reveals in this video, take a look at them as we pause through the video and see what these new cards are going to do. So we're going to hit play on this video, watch it together, and then we'll rewatch it, going more slowly through it, looking at each of the cards. But here we go. Got the Ultra Beasts. We knew the Ultra Beasts were coming out of the wormhole. We've got a Buzzwole EX. Very cool. Now, in the actual TCG back in the Sun and Moon era, the Ultra Beasts had special mechanics with them. So I'm curious if we'll have special mechanics like these Ultra Beasts. They were kind of based on how many prizes were taken. Lots of abilities. I didn't get a chance to read all of these yet, but it looks like lots of abilities on some of these Ultra Beasts. We got a Tapu Koko EX. Lusamine. All right. Zeraora. All right. So there is the trailer coming out May 29th. So that is 1 week from today. This pack art looks very cool. Now let's go back and just kind of break down each of these cards individually. So there's the Buzzwole. Let's get a good image of that. All right, Buzzwole's got 140 HP. Grass type basic Pokemon, 2 retreat, punch for 30, and then big beat for 120. Doesn't seem like the best to me. Yeah, I don't have a lot of thoughts on Buzzwole EX, to be honest with you. It just kind of seems like a pretty vanilla basic EX, nothing too exciting there. All right, let's move into these other cards. All right, we got the Nihilego, 70 HP basic, dark type. Your opponent's active Pokemon takes plus 10 damage from being poisoned. That's actually a very strong ability, potentially. We've got great ways to poison things. We've got the Wheezing. We've got the, what's it called? The little guy with the finger. What's that guy called? Grafaiai. And then the attack on here for a Dark Colorless. New Wave does 30. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. This does not say anything about it not stacking. So if you have 2 Nihilego in play, your poison's doing 30 damage per turn. That seems pretty strong. Especially if you've got like a wall in the active of some sort. We've got the Oricorio, of course. We could poison from the bench with like Grafaiai. And then you could put an Oricorio wall up, a big Snorlax wall up, something like that. Could be pretty interesting. All right, Guzzlord EX, 170 HP basic EX. Yikes. 4 retreat cost. Grindcore for 2 colorless energy. Does 30 damage. Flip a coin until you get tails. For each heads, discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. I have a feeling just from the 170 HP and the fact that this is splashable and is discarding energy from your opponent's Pokemon, I have a feeling this guy could be kind of annoying. Then Tyrannical Hole for 3 dark and a colorless does 120. Nothing too crazy about that, but that Grindcore and that 170 HP makes me a little bit nervous. This could be a very annoying disruptive wall card. All right, we've got a Celesteela, 120 HP. Ultra Thrusters. Once during your turn, you may switch your active Ultra Beasts with one of your benched Ultra Beasts. Okay, so this is a way to move Ultra Beasts in and out of the active, and then it's got Moon Baton for 100. Flip a coin if tails. This attack does nothing, but great mobility for your Ultra Beasts here. All right, are we? Oh, I need to go back. All right, we've got Pheromosa. 70 HP, Jump Blues does 20, and 20 more to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So for 1 grass energy, that's a pretty cool attack. Kartana, 60 HP, does 40 for 1 grass. Nothing too special about that. It's basically far-fetched, but like if you're using Celesteela and stuff, you obviously have the mobility of moving your Ultra Beasts in and out. And then Xurkitree, 100 HP. It has electronics for lightning, colorless, does 60 damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. We've got Naganadel, 100 HP. For 1 dark energy, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Okay, so that pairs well with the Nihilego. Doing 40 damage, plus if you got 2 Nihilego in play, 30 damage between turns from poison. That's pretty strong. Stack attack, 110 HP. Brass Rock does 40. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks. Then Blacephalon is always a pretty cool Ultra Beast. 100 HP. Fire Colorless. Beat Punk does 130, and this Pokemon does 70 damage to itself. That's actually pretty interesting. 130 is a lot of damage on a one prizer. Obviously, it does 70 damage back to itself, but that actually might be interesting if there's good ways to just kind of like power it up. Obviously, we have Moltres, but that seems kind of slow. But definitely a cool one prize fire attacker. All right, so they're showing all the ones we've already seen here. All right, here comes Tapu Koko EX. All right, Tapu Koko EX. I'm hoping that all the other Tapus have EXs in this set as well. I hope they all have them, but the Tapus are kind of like the counters to the Ultra Beasts, I guess, in the lore, sort of, maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, Tapu Koko Basic EX, 130 HP. Plasma Hurricane does 20 damage for 1 lightning, and then take a lightning from your energy zone and attach it to this Pokemon. Then Mach Bolt for 90. That doesn't seem super strong to me, to be honest with you. But all right. All right, the next reveal, we've got the Type Null. Quick Blow, 20 damage, flip a coin of heads. This tech does 20 more damage. Nothing great there, but maybe Silvally is cool. Maybe there's a Silvally EX in here. Lusamine. All right, you can use this card only if your opponent has gotten at least 1 point. Choose one of your Ultra Beasts. Attach two random energy from your discard pile to that Pokemon. Okay, so this is energy acceleration for your Ultra Beasts. Great way to power up that Blacephalon. Great way to power up any of your Ultra Beasts. But your opponent has to have taken at least 1 point, and you have to have 2 energy in your discard pile. But then Lusamine can power up your Ultra Beasts. That's very cool. All right, we got Alolan Diglett. Flip coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. Does 40 damage. Zero Aura, Thunderclap Flash ability. At the end of your first turn, take lightning energy from your energy zone and attach it to this Pokemon. That is actually quite good. Just thinking about Lieutenant Surge. Does that move energy to your Lieutenant Surge Pokemon? And then we obviously have Dawn as well. Lightning Claw for 50 isn't the craziest thing, but that's a cool ability that is just kind of like self-powering up. Yeah, that's cool. Shiinotic, 90 HP Psychic Pokemon. Once during your turn, you may put a random Pokemon from your deck into your hand. Okay, that's good Pokemon search. It's on a stage 1. So not the most amazing thing, but very interesting way to be able to search out more Pokemon. We got a Rowlet, flip 3 coins. This attack does 10 damage for each heads. Nothing crazy there. And that is it. Okay, I want to go back now that we've looked at that Lusamine. Look at these Ultra Beasts quick. Obviously, Buzzwole, we can power that Big Beat attack up for 120 with the Lusamine. We've got Guzzlord. We can start powering up that Tyrannical Hole attack a little bit more with the Lusamine. Obviously, this is going to be a big tanky guy. So that's kind of cool. The Celesteela, that's not good because if you flip tails, the attack does nothing. But the Blacephalon can be powered up by that Lusamine as well, and that's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm excited for the set. There's one sad part about it. Obviously, these are all basics, but I do think we're in a better spot in the meta now that we have rare candy from the last set. That the stage 2 decks have a lot more ability to do well now that we have those rare candies and contend with the basic EXs. I'd love to see some more interesting stage 2s and stage 1s in the game, but I think we're in a much better spot in the format now that rare candy is in the format. But yeah, these are some very, very cool cards. We've got a week until we see the rest of them and see that full set, but I like what I'm seeing so far. The Ultra Beasts are a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see what kind of decks we can build with them. So stay tuned for the next video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.